Hey everyone, John from Nintendo Life here, and I am joined by the glisteningly stunning Alex. Hey Alex.
Glistening, eh? Hello, yeah, glistening, We might have to talk about that later.
Nintendo just released their firmware update for Nintendo Switch, and here's the weird thing. So usually with just iterative updates, they go from like 11.0 to 11.01 or something like that. But they have jumped all the way from 11.0.1 to 12.0. Which you'd think would mean a big update, because previously we had things like Update 10.0 added in the ability to remap buttons. 11.0 gave us that weird red icon on the home screen, so usually something substantial happens, but with this one, no. Omil Dome has revealed that there have been some patches to switch save data backup, and that's about it. So, what's happened, Alex?
Oh, John, I'm glad you asked, because I know the answer. No, I don't know the answer. It is bizarre. I mean, even Nintendo themselves, they usually give some form of patch notes, and we do have that this time as well. But generally, if it's something to do with probably what it's likely to be, but even then it seems minor. We'll get onto that in a second, but even so, all they've said is that they fixed the issue that Oatmeal Dome found. Well, not found, but found the data relating to. Just the save data backup feature.
I'm really confused right now. There has to be something in there that they're not revealing, because to go to a full number, that has to be something major. And apparently there's been stuff that's sort of fixed some homebrew applications, but that doesn't sound like something that you'd jump to 12.0 for. That's just an iterative point number. So what are they hiding in here?
And usually that would just be something along the lines of, stability updates or something like that. Or, we made the system more stable. There's sort of a running joke of that on the site. So, yeah, the fact that we've gone from it's not even like we're halfway through version 11. It is like we've had, presumably, I don't know if this for a fact, but we had version 11, 11.0.1, and now this.
Yeah, that's it. There's literally nothing else in between. They didn't even go to 11.5. They just decided, well, let's just go straight to the next number. And it's not like there's things they couldn't do for this update. Like, people have been begging for folders since the system launched, or some kind of theme, something like that. But they decided that the next number is literally just going to be to fix save data backup. So there's got to be something else in here. And previous updates have shown, references to other hardware models. I think we've seen references to the Switch Lite before the Switch Lite even came out. So I guess there's potential that maybe somewhere deep within, there could be references to the Switch Pro, and this update may have contained something that would have benefited the Switch Pro for when it launches. I just don't think we're going to know that until that hardware finally comes to us.
It's so Nintendo, isn't it? I mean, it could well be that there is something to do with the Switch Pro in here, but at the same time, it is just as likely that there is nothing and that there's something going on under the hood. But again, it smacks of inconsistency, which is ironically consistent for Nintendo. But it's absolutely infuriating to get to this new version 12 and have nothing to show for it.
Yeah, these are usually big deals. Like, there's usually some big feature. Whether it's just adding a form to sort your games, like being able to view like the most played or something like that. But no, there's just nothing to coincide with this, and I'm just confused. I just look at this number and it hurts my mind.
I'm gonna get my Switch out now and actually have a proper perusal through. Not that I'm expecting to see anything. I'll turn the volume down as well.
I mean, there's not even player icons. Like, usually there's something, and we are still missing some crucial icons. I don't think there's any Xenoblade icons. I don't think there's Three Houses icons. There's definitely stuff they could have put in there.
Still only two themes here. Basic white and basic black. Basic black isn't even black, is it? It's dark blue, which is admittedly better for, dark themes and things like that. But even so, I'm looking through. It's not like I go through the settings options and have a photographic memory of everything that was there before, but I'm just noticing there's wake when AC adapter is disconnected. On. I mean, that must have been there before, but I'm just looking at it and going, is that it? I'm desperate to find something.
There's no Diddy Kong icon. How could they have gone this long with no Diddy Kong icon?
There's no Diddy Kong icon?
No, there's two DKs. There's one from Mario Party 10, I think.
What?
And there's another from Super Mario Party, but there's no Diddy Kong.
Absolutely crackers. I can't I'm just looking for mute when headphones are disconnected. That's old. USB keyboard. The zoom function. No? John, there's nothing.
It's very confusing. They could have at least patched in an Ethernet port into the dock. Come on, Nintendo.
That would have been... Yeah, that's not hard to code in software, is it? No, I'm just so baffled by it. I mean, we could be speculating and things like that, and it may well be that it is laying groundwork, and it may well be that it's laying groundwork in a way that is not as obvious as it was with the Switch Lite. They're specifically trying to avoid direct references maybe, but they're doing some maybe lower level stuff. I mean, I'm not a developer, so my experience is phenomenally limited. Phenomenally limited is what I tried to say. But even then, you know, maybe there is some very low level stuff in relation to a new SKU that we don't know about, or don't know about officially. I just sort of feel like Nintendo's almost there's just someone at Nintendo going, hey, should we call this version 12.0? And someone else going, why? He'll get everyone to get confused.
It's also possible they don't value numbers as highly as we do. And maybe we see 12.0 as a big deal, and they're just like, yeah, it's just the next update.
I just want to know at this point, you know, last year for Switch was okay. You know, it wasn't out of this world, but it was okay. And I'm just gagging for something, you know. I'd take a new Labo kit, honestly, at this point.
It'd be interesting to see what they do the rest of the year, because we are still in April. There's still 8 months left in the year. There's plenty of time for them to deliver stuff. But, you know, we're kind of getting to that point where I want to know what's coming up. And even on the hardware side, I'd love to see folders finally come to the Switch. Like, it's been 4 years, and we still can't organize our games like we can on 3DS and Wii U. There's plenty they can do on the OS, but apparently 12.0 is not the time that we're going to see it.
Apparently so. I am wondering whether maybe it ties in with Mario being killed off, but that seems unlikely to say the least. I'm just loading up Mario 35 on the off chance.
Do you think they've patched out the ability to play Mario games? They've patched out the ability to launch Odyssey,
no.
Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. None of these games work anymore.
I'm just frustrated at this point. I just really want them to do something. Just do something, and yet they're tantalizing us further by doing this. Version 12's out, guys. What's changed? Oh, just a bug fix.
Maybe there's a hidden activation. Maybe sometime later this week, there's going to be another patch, which is going to make 12.0 do something.
Maybe.
It's wishful thinking. I don't think that's going to happen, but oh gosh, my hands are in a strangling motion right now. They're going to get someone. Well, I think we've probably drawn ourselves to the point of frustration a bit too long about a number, Alex. So is there anything else you want to say about 12.0?
All I can say is I can't wait for version 13.0 that does literally nothing.
I can't wait for 12.05. Oh, that's going to be a big one.
Oh yeah, you know, introduction of removing that stray pixel from the UI. There aren't any stray pixels in the UI, but there are in Pokemon Sword and Shield. I don't know whether you've ever noticed that.
I'm not sure.
Oh yeah, this is very unrelated, but it annoys me every time I see it. Whenever you use the flying taxi, there's a stray pixel that still hasn't been patched out. It's literally an error on the bitmap. And in version 12.0 on the Switch, they couldn't even fix that.
Come on, Nintendo.
Come on, Nintendo.
Right, well, let us know what you think 12.0 did, if anything, and what more features do you want on the Switch OS in future updates? Let us know in the comments below, and be sure to go to the subscribe button, but let me tell you, that's subscribe button version 12.0. And if you want the updates on what that is, we're not going to tell you. And we'll see you next time. Bye, everyone.
Bye.